Good morning, everybody. I should say, bad morning for me. So, as I mentioned, over the weekend I was going to a wedding, a birthday party, and it is our October long weekend. So, lots of parties were on. I also had an NRL Grand Final football party on Sunday, as well as following the 40th birthday party on Saturday night and the wedding on Saturday. So I did say I was going to be good and eat all the healthy options, and I can report in and say that did not happen. So ashamed of myself, so annoyed at myself. But as my husband said, would you take it all back? Because it was also our wedding anniversary long weekend. So this long weekend was just a huge party, a huge celebration, lots of fun with family and friends, and not so good for my waistline and my weight. So I can sadly report I jumped on the scales today and I weigh 72.3 kilos, which is a gain of, what was it, 67, I think almost 5 kilos has been put back on in 3 days. And I've lost almost 6 from starting this LCHF diet. So the 6 kilos I lost starting at 3 weeks ago. This is the start of week 3. I have now put all back on in just a couple of days. So it is very disheartening. It also shows that you can be healthy and eat well and lose weight and work so hard over a 3-week period and put it all back on in just a few days by eating rubbish. So Saturday came along. I was happy. I weighed myself Saturday morning. I think I was down to 67 kilos, which I was excited about. Then we went to the wedding first, which was nice. It was lots of canapes, like mushroom and cheese canapes and things like that. So I thought, oh, this is good. And then they opened the bar, and of course everyone had wine and beer to celebrate. And I started off with 2 wines, ended up having about 8. Followed then by our anniversary dinner. We went upstairs to one of the best rib places you can eat in Sydney, and we ordered a rack of ribs as well as a crumb chicken schnitzel with veggies and chips. I did eat all the roast veggies, and I did eat half a rack of ribs, and then I also moved on and ate half a chicken schnitzel with some yummy delicious steak cut fries. So I felt very full and sick after that. We then went to the 40th birthday party, where it was a lot of tequila shots, a lot of whiskey, which was good. I tried to stay around the whiskey on the rocks because there's not many carbs in whiskey by itself. But then, the party got the better of me and my willpower went out the window. I had a massive piece of chocolate cake. I had vodka and orange. I had some cocktails. I had some more tequila shots. And I was just craving then packets of chips, chocolates, and of course, being at the party, that was all there. So I had a few handfuls of, salt and vinegar chips, some biscuits and cheese, some more chocolate. We even went to the servo on the way home and stopped in and got ice cream. Oh my gosh. The next morning, feeling sorry for myself, I thought, as a lot of people do, and I didn't want to do, but I knew, I had already blown the weekend. I said, I've already wrecked my diet, I might as well keep going, which is, something you shouldn't do. So we got up and went to the cafe next door, and we got bacon and egg sandwiches, then followed by some, what was it? It's like sweet vanilla cake that they had at the Asian bakery. We then went walking around the shops in Sydney and had some gelato from the Fresh Gelato restaurant that was there. I also craved at the markets. They had so many juicy fresh apples. I had 2 pink lady apples, my favourite apples. So I ate 2 apples. And then on the way home, we stopped into a kebab store and I had a chicken and cheese kebab. So that was Sunday morning, lunchtime. Sunday night, we went to the NRL football party, which was a sausage sizzle, and again, junk food, biscuits, crackers, cheese. I was good. I brought my own strawberries, so I ate the strawberries, a bit of cheese and biscuits, a little bit of dip, and then I just had a sausage on a bread roll, and then the bread was amazing, so then I just had a buttered piece of bread. Oh gosh. Then Monday we woke up, it was public holiday. I made my omelette, had my omelette for breakfast, had a salad, just green salad for lunch yesterday, and for dinner we just had steak, cheese and salad. So yesterday I was good. I stayed away from all the junk food that everyone was eating on our public holiday, and I just stuck with my 3 meals to get back on track today. I've got a cold from the freezing weather, even though it was a hot day, but it was freezing last night. So I've got a cold from that. My body's run down from shoving so much junk and sugar and carbs into it. And I just feel horrible that I've eaten so much junk. I feel really tired. I'm lethargic again. But I've only got myself to blame. And it's only myself now that can remotivate myself to get back on track to this diet. So it was very interesting. It has shown me that, I can obviously go to any shop throughout the day and grab up a bag of chips or grab some chocolate and shove them all in. But the weight came back tenfold in like a few days. So it's crazy. I worked my butt off for the last 3 weeks. Last 2 full weeks. And I lost, almost 6 kilos. And now I've come home and eaten so much in the last 3 days. I've put on 160 pounds. I've put back on the weight that I've lost. I've put on 160 pounds. I'm now weighing in at 160 pounds, so 72 kilos. So I've put back on the weight that I've lost in the last 2 weeks. So, as I said, there's only myself to blame. Today is the start of week 3. It's Tuesday. As I said, we had our long weekend, so Monday was public holiday. So today's Tuesday, going back to work at 6 o'clock. I'm getting up, making my chorizo omelette, taking my salad for lunch, coming home and just having some veggies for dinner. So I can do this, I can start again. I'm annoyed that I failed 2 weeks into it. But, I did say I'm going to video my highs and lows, and obviously this was one of the lows, and I hope not to go back down that path again. So this is a way of living. I've got to realise that this is my way of life. I can't just say, oh, chocolate, and run off and forget all about it. So I know we're allowed to have our temptation days and goods and bad days, but no, that was ridiculous. Spoiling myself for that whole weekend. I've lost all that hard work for the last 2 weeks, and the weight is back on, which was horrible. So here we go again. It was a good weekend. As I said, I wouldn't take it back. I got to see so many friends. I got to see beautiful family get married. I enjoyed my wedding anniversary with my husband. We tried so much food from so many delicious restaurants, and I did fall off the wagon. I'm back on. I've got to get my mindset back into where I need to be, and I can do this. I can start again. So, starting weight of week 3, 72.3 kilos. Let's get back down to 67. I know I can do that in a couple of weeks. I've got to try and put some exercise in. I've got to stop sleeping in. I've got to get up at 5:30, go for a run, then come back and make breakfast. I've got to reset my mind and focus where it is. So it just shows that you can fall off the wagon that easy, but the consequences are the weight comes back on straight away, tenfold, worse than what it was having, before I was even starting this weight loss journey. And I think it did come down to the fact that, oh my God, I shouldn't be eating this food. I'm going to have a little bit. That food was amazing. I haven't had sugar for 2 weeks. I've got to have some more. Eating ice cream, eating chips, eating chocolate, eating cake. It was crazy. So I've learnt, and it was a good lesson learnt, that if you go off the rails, even for a couple of days, the weight will come back on massively. So I hope everyone else is going well. I hope no one else had a bad weekend like myself. If you did, I hope you enjoyed yourself, but also realise that there are consequences if you do go back to the bad options. So here I am, week 3, starting off fresh, gonna go have my omelette, my veggies and my cheeses, and hopefully I'll be back at the end of the week with some better news. So have a good week everyone. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later.